Update 1. My girlfriend is 6 weeks pregnant. We've known she was pregnant for about 2 weeks. She took a test as soon as she missed her cycle in the month. She's been putting off doing anything about it. She's scared of every option, just like she was also scared of taking Plan B. Now today she told me she's decided to keep the baby. She can't do adoption and she doesn't want to get rid of it. In her words, this only leaves the option of keeping the baby. She doesn't really seem to want to do that either, but she's too scared to do anything else. I don't really understand how the thought of becoming a parent isn't the most terrifying option to her, because it definitely is to me. I get that it's not my body and I have no say at all. I just think she's not making a decision based on reason. If she truly felt like she wanted to have a baby and be a mom right now, despite what I think or feel, then I'd feel like it was at least more of a valid decision to make. She thinks it's the least bad of all options. Never mind that we're both 18, graduating high school this year and supposed to go to college, and neither of us have jobs. She hasn't even told her parents. So she's assuming they're going to help financially and probably in other ways too. I'm sure you'll be shocked when I tell you she's too scared to tell her parents. I told her I don't think somebody who is scared of every single thing is ready to be a mom. I'm not ready to be a dad, but at least I'm not sitting there frozen with fear, not doing anything and making huge life-changing decisions because of it. She says, it's not going to be that bad. It's a baby. There are many things worse than a baby. And she says things like, maybe we're supposed to have this baby. I told her no, this isn't some sort of kismet or dated occurrence. She's pregnant because we were unprotected, that's it. Because we were idiots. Not because she wants to believe the universe wants this to happen and she's destined to be a mom to this baby. I can't even imagine her telling her parents ever. That's just how she is. I think she'll wait until it becomes obvious and they have to ask her, then she'll finally admit to it. And by that point they'll be a million times more angry than they already will be. I'm freaking out and I want to go crying to my mother if I'm being perfectly honest. Update 2. My girlfriend is around 8 weeks pregnant now. I warned her I was going to tell my parents. I gave her like 2 weeks and she did nothing, so I finally told my parents last night. We were all in the living room and I just decided to say it because there was never going to be a good moment to say it. I basically just told them I did something really stupid and now she's pregnant. My mom really wanted to believe that I was joking or pranking her. She said she knew I was being intimate with her, but we talked about being safe and she was saying to me, how many times have we had the safe sex talk? How many times? I could tell they were both really disappointed. My mom just sat there staring at me silently for what felt like ages. My dad was saying, you can't be a dad, you've never even had a job. My mom was really trying hard not to yell at me. She just stayed silent for a long time. Finally, she asked me about what my girlfriend says she's going to do. I explained everything that's happened so far and my mom said I did the right thing by offering to get Plan B and that that's all I could do at that point since it's my girlfriend's body and her choice. My dad said she's an idiot if she thinks she's just going to have this baby and everything will be sunshine and rainbows, and that she'll be ruining both of our lives if she does that. He said we'll figure this out as a family, and there's no way I'm not going to college. My mom said we need to support my girlfriend right now because she is all alone and I'm too much of an idiot to be able to help her on my own. My mom seems to feel bad for my girlfriend now, about how she's so scared to do anything and can't talk to her parents. I asked them to please not immediately tell her parents. My parents are the type that will definitely inform her parents if she continues the pregnancy, but my mom is going to try to talk to her first. Her parents are very religious. My parents aren't really religious and my mom is a nurse so she can hopefully be a little more unbiased in that respect. So I'm supposed to invite my girlfriend over to our house today. I'm not even telling her that I told my parents. I'm sort of tricking her into this conversation with my mom, and my dad won't be there because that might feel too weird for her. I know if I let her know that I told them she won't come over, so she's going to be really upset, but I honestly feel relieved. Update 3. As soon as my girlfriend got to our house she had to run to the bathroom because she was sick, but I don't think it was the throwing up kind of sickness. My mom was basically waiting there as soon as she got out and let her know that I had told them everything. The look my girlfriend gave me told me she hated me at that moment. She tried to leave. I asked her to please stay. My mom wasn't going to yell at her or be mean, she just wanted to help. She kept saying she didn't want to talk about it and she didn't need help and so on. I think my mom did the best she could. She was nice about it. She did most of the talking and my girlfriend just sat there mostly in silence. She didn't try to pressure my girlfriend into anything. She basically just said that no matter what decision she makes, she can't continue to ignore the situation because that'll only make things work. If she wants to consider terminating the pregnancy then time is really limited. My mom explained exactly what happens during both forms of termination. She told her if she is continuing the pregnancy she needs to get medical care to make sure everything is okay and growing in the right place and so on. My mom even gave her resources for where she can go to get checked out if she doesn't want to go to her normal doctor right now. And if she's keeping the baby we all need to figure out how that's going to happen since the two of us are nowhere near ready for that. My girlfriend cried a lot. She said she's still thinking about everything. My mom asked to please let her help her make an appointment just to find out how far along she is and that everything is okay. My girlfriend said no and that she'd do it herself. My mom offered to help her tell her parents, but my girlfriend said no and that she's not ready for that yet. I know my mom was frustrated but she didn't really show it. My girlfriend wasn't going to open up no matter what my mom did or said. Then later after my mom left us alone, my girlfriend told me she's sorry but she can't go ahead with termination, but she couldn't tell my mom that at the moment. So that's it, I'm going to be a dad and my life is over. We're not going to college, or if we do it'll be not at the college of our choice and not with any sort of normal college experience. Forget about dream careers. Forget about everything we thought our lives would look like. I'm going to have to get a crappy job that doesn't make enough to survive, let alone support a baby with. We're going to need government assistance. We're going to struggle from this day forward for the rest of our lives. I feel like an a-hole because I know I made a mistake that caused this, but I just think she's not thinking this through at all. It's 100% emotion and nothing rational about it. When I asked her how she thinks we're going to take care of a baby or what our lives will be like with a baby, she says, "I don't know. We'll figure it out. It wasn't worth it and I'd rather wear 5 layers of protection at once rather than being unprotected if I could go back in time." After she left, I told both my parents about what she said. I may have had a bit of a breakdown at that time. My mom said we weren't going to talk about it at all today, so our family came over for Easter today and we all pretended like everything was perfect, and I answered all of my relatives' questions about my college plans as if any of that is still happening.